Hey y'all, this your girl Marilyn. Um, I want to talk about my experience with Kanye West on tonight. Man, that was the most awesome experience ever. One of my awesome experience ever. Um, I really enjoyed that. I had to come on here to talk about it because it was so good. Like it's what 2 in the morning, 2:50 in the morning, and I'm up, can't even go to sleep because I'm so excited and it's feeling inside of me. Just want to talk about it, and I just want to talk about it with somebody. Um, let's just start here. You know, um, Normally, I work on Sunday nights. I normally go to work on Sunday nights. And when I got my schedule, I was like, oh, I'm off on a Sunday. I can't believe it. That was kind of the first in a long time. But we never know what is God's plan and why. Maybe it was meant for me to be off so I can experience what I experienced last night. I thank God for giving me a chance to experience it because I would have been at work. And for one, I wouldn't have been paying attention. For two, I would have been busy. Three, I probably wouldn't have watched it until my next off day. So I thank God that He allowed me to be off so I can have a chance to experience it. Yes, last night I did go to work Saturday night. I worked Saturday night. I worked Friday night. Um, let's go. I'm gonna retract from a couple of weeks ago. Um, Michael came to me and he was talking about, "Hey, Marilyn, did you see the video with Kanye about him doing Sunday service?" I said, "No, I never seen that." So he showed it to me and everything, and I was looking. I said, "Oh, this is nice." I like the swag, and I like how he was changing, up to date songs to church like, and I really liked that. That was a nice experience for me. Just looking at it on YouTube. So I started YouTubing it on my own, and I was like, "Oh, this is really good." So just from Michael speaking one day, and this is before even Joel Osteen even invited Kanye to go come to the church. Michael said that would be so awesome if Joel can come. And or he comes to Houston rather. He said at least come to Houston. And I said, yeah, that would be good. And I said I would go, not knowing that it was coming soon. And actually Michael spoke on it. So anyway, on on what about 2 weeks ago, Michael said Joe extended the invitation. Pastor Joe Osteen extended the invitation for Kanye to come out and come in and do a concert. I was like, oh wow, that's awesome. And I remember I was at work and I had shared it with a couple of people and I said, hey, Pastor Joe extended the invitation for Kanye to come on. They were like, oh, if that happened, I'm gonna go. So, a lot of people was probably thinking in their head that, oh, that probably ain't gonna never happen, whatever. So anyway, long story short, um, on Monday, this past Monday, I gets home and the first thing Michael said is, "Oh my God, Kanye gonna be at church on Sunday." I said, "You gotta be kidding me." I didn't even. I went online and there was he he had just put out the invitation. I mean, not put out the invitation, but he had just announced it and wasn't even fresh on the out there. Not even a good 5 minutes, and he was coming. So, of course, I went online trying to figure out, okay, well, what I have to do to get these tickets or what I have to do. And then Same time, we were talking about going to church on Wednesday to Lakewood. Long story short, I didn't have a chance to go to church on Wednesday because of the fact that my daughter had a banquet and there was a lot of things going on. My other daughter had Tiger Bell stuff going on that it interfered with time. So anyway, I said, well, that's fine. We're gonna go to church. And once I got online, I found out that you have to have tickets and everything. So so I told Michael what was going on, and I set my alarm to try to get these tickets at 12 at night, which it wasn't at 12. It would have been at 10 in the morning. Um, so when I got off of work, I had went straight to came home, got something to eat, cut my sleep to try to get these tickets. I wanted four. I managed to only get two. So I got on my phone like within 30 minutes before time. It said, oh, you in the waiting room. Some kind of way Ticketmaster did a certain thing that I had to sit in the waiting room and wait until the time. So it kind of put me in line. So I went in there 30 minutes by 9:30. I sat in there and I kept checking my phone, and even when my phone blanked off, it was still there. Um so when 10 o'clock came, or before time, it told me that as soon as 10 o'clock come, it's going to refresh my phone and it's going to automatically put me in line. God and behold, it did that. It refreshed my phone. It put me in line. It was 2,000 plus people in front of me. 2,000. Can you imagine 2,000 people in front of me? And I'm like, oh my God. I said, I don't know if I'm going to get these tickets. But the Lord, if he wants you to be there, or if it's meant for you, he's gonna make sure you be there, no matter what. My line got was moving fast, so it went to 2,000 to 800 in front of me, and it seems like a lot, but it was moving quickly. I probably was on about 10. I'm gonna say about 10:02. I had my tickets. 10:02, I get a message on my thing said you got them, and I had my tickets. I was so excited. I tried to get back in line to get tickets for my kids, and when I got back online to get tickets for the girls, it was already gone. So Michael was gonna sacrifice his tickets, and at first, and I said, well, it's not fair because then one of us had to take them. Then that means you have to take one kid, and I'm not like that. So anyway, they understood. I talked to them about it. Um, but me and Michael went. That experience was so awesome. Like, man, guys, that standing in that line for that 45 minutes to get in a building was not bad. Um, they were very organized with everything. Um, Once we got in there, we moved in there quickly. It wasn't like a lot of people everywhere. It wasn't, because once you get in there, you was able to walk in and go where you need to go. I walked in, sat in my seat, sat by, a couple of young people. It was okay. We had all kinds of race around us, every culture, color, you name it was by us. I ain't have any problems with that. Young, old, everything. When I mean to tell you, once it started, and I said, and the first thing I told Michael, I said, oh my God, these kids are being well behaved. Like, everybody was so respectful at that time. When the songs came on, they sung along. Even if they didn't know the words, because he used some old school stuff and changed it to church like gospel. Oh man, that was so awesome. So awesome. Um, when he did that, when he did SWV, oh man, that was wonderful. I enjoyed that. He even went all the way back to old school, and I have that all on my page. When he went back to old school, that was just so, man, and the way that he changed the lyrics and the words was exceptional. It was phenomenal. That man is really good and really talented. And yes, everybody wanna say what they gotta say and be negative about the whole thing, but which they don't know. Tonight, a lot of those kids was saved. They were saved, especially the one that was sitting on the right of me. That baby cried pretty much part of that service that I wanted to reach over and give that girl a hug and say, it's going to be okay. She was asking God for forgiveness, and then you can hear the other kids around us saying, God, forgive me, especially that part when it was praise and worship. That part right there, it was like 20 minutes of praise and worship. Oh my God. And I put that on my page. That part right there touched me. I cried. I had tears flowing out my face. But that baby on the side of me, she cried and I can hear her praying and asking God for forgiveness. And I said, if anything, nothing never didn't even happen, at least I can say that a lot of those kids got saved tonight. And a lot of them probably was expecting something different tonight. They probably was expecting, oh, it's gonna be a lot of rapping and this and that and the nets. And they was probably expecting a little bit more. But what they got was a good gospel church, Sunday church type of deal where you felt the presence of God. Because I mean to tell you, I felt every bit of presence of God up in that house that you couldn't take that away from me. That feeling that I had right here in my heart, you, man, the presence was so strong in there that you didn't have no choice but to lift up your hands and give all of praise and glory to Him. And if I felt that in that place, I know the people that was on the internet felt that. But it was so heavenly and strong up in there that you know that the presence of God was in that house. Especially when that praise and worship time, oh my God, it was so awesome. And the tears and the crying flowing was so magnificent that I can't even explain how what that feeling was. That feeling was there. And I just give Pastor Joe Osteen and Lakewood staff thank you for giving Kanye that opportunity to come in and do this, because the type of doors that was open on today, we needed that. We needed that so much. And the people were so respectful in the line, outside the line, before church, after church. They were so respectful. Man, y'all just don't understand how that felt, especially inside. I thank God that I had the opportunity to experience that. And if y'all get a chance, just go on there. Just go on Facebook and go on Lakewood and just watch the whole video. Yes, it's 3 hours, but it was worth every 3 hours. That even when I was there, I didn't even want it to be over with. I wanted him to just keep singing. I wanted the whole choir to keep singing. I wanted the choir to continue to sing. I wanted to hear more. It was like, man, I want more of this. And I know that's how those kids felt. Them kids and the people that was around me and all the people that was around me. It was so many people that was there. And it was at least 20,000 people in the house. So if we had 20,000 people in the house, not speaking of who was on the internet, that was a lot of saved souls. And y'all can't tell me anything different about what y'all didn't experience, even if you was online. If you was online, you felt that, guys. You felt that. That was so wonderful. And even the people, when they was walking, they said, "Oh man, this was the best. This was awesome. This was a best experience." It's all you heard. And again, a lot of people said a lot of negative things about Kanye. But I have hope for him and I believe in that man. I'm so proud of him and all the things that he went through. And yes, and God been speaking to him since through the wire, since that first song. God been speaking to him. He been speaking to him since that song. He been speaking to him since through all his little songs. But it was in God's timing when he wanted him to come out and when it was time. Yeah, it probably wasn't time when he had that accident or went through what he went through back in the day. Maybe one time when everybody was calling him crazy, or you gotta think of the man history, like Michael was saying earlier. Yeah, think about he went through that the first incident. Then he lost his mother, and then he went through so much. He went to almost rock bottom to get to where he at. People, you know, called him names and saying what's wrong with him. You see, he's all on the internet, all on Google, everywhere. But you have to go through some stuff for people to understand or see what's going on. And I thank God that Houston had a chance to experience this because we all needed this. We all do. And you're gonna still have people say some negativity. Oh, he's not gonna continue with this or whatever. Again, God uses everything or anything to get his point across. If he wants you to change, he's gonna do what he have to do. And what he did to get his point across to the young crowd is bringing in Kanye, or even to some of the older crowd, or to whoever. He's a lot of people idol, and guess what? When you someone's idol, you will try to listen or follow what they're doing. So that was a trend. So, you know what? Y'all have a blessed night. The husband is calling, and I'm finna go to bed. And y'all have a good night, okay? Talk to you later. Goodbye.